merits ng kaso. At ito yung kaso na hindi lang basta confident tayo, alam ng buong bayan kung ano yung ginawa niya, why she should be impeached. So, it will not sit well sa opinyon ng taong bayan kung i-delay talaga ng Senado ang prosesong ito. At habang dinidelay nila, binibigyan pa nila ng opportunity na magpatuloy yung impunity na nangyayari sa ngayon. Again, Sara Duterte is a heartbeat away from the presidency. Wag naman sana, just in case of emergency, di ba, you robbed the people of the opportunity to have a leader na totoong tutugon sa pangailangan nila at hindi aabusuhin yung kanyang pwesto. So I hope that the Senate would look at this impeachment complaint or will treat this impeachment complaint with that sense of urgency. We are talking about a person who is a heartbeat away from the presidency. What could be more urgent than that?
I mean, kawawa naman si BBM, protect BBM. At saka, ito, this is what I'm saying. Caption this passion. parang, parang I look forward to the upcoming trial. At saka, magkakaroon ba tayo ng mga ganyatong mga tarpaulin sa susunod na Senate?
Baka mas pa-red carpet kaya?
Okay. Okay, ito na. Last part na tayo. This is what I call the Ronald Llamas part of the discussion. Actually, si Ronald Llamas ready na siya to go tonight. And I said, nah, I'll pass. Maybe tomorrow. I'll talk muna to ka first.
Baka damdamin niya yan. Baka damdamin niya. Tapos parang
I'll pass.
pinili mo yung bakla over him. Naku, dadamdamin niya yan.
Oh my God, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Parang
Nagkaroon kami ng
pinili mo yung Becky over Ronald Llamas.
Nagkaroon
Grabe.
kami ng DEI training ni Walden at saka ni Ronald kasi nag-part 2 kami ng Marcos and Marxism. Sabi ko, whoa! Like, kasi si Walden may sinabi niya, tuwan-tuwa yung mga estudyante sa ano ko, sa mga books ko daw, nung mga tinuturo sa New York. Lalong-lalo na yung mga, and then suddenly I stop Walden, like, no, 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 let's not go there. Like, okay, hindi ko sinabi may sasabihin si Walden, but
At part ba nung DI lesson niya yung pagpili mo sa akin over
oh,
Ronald? O
hindi. Hindi naman. The choice was between you and Franz Castro.
uh,
No, just kidding. I'm gonna have Mom Castro again on this. Para,
yes,
hey, speaking of this is a perfect segue to the next part. Kasi, syempre, nakita tayo nung isang araw na lumalabas yung larynx mo sa kakasigaw ng anong petsa na, impeach, impeach, tapos umulan bigla sa sobrang ingay, no? Tapos hindi ko mind rock concert ba ito? May salbakuta, may mga nagaganyan. And then, oh, yung Makabayan Block, in fairness, medyo consistent din yung messaging nila. Sara, impeach, panawagan ng tao, yung mga pusit games, ganyan. Pero yung isang, ano yung isang pinuntahan ko doon sa kabila lang, parang medyo iba yung init ng hangin, resign all, medyo may mga SMNI, may mga konting mga generals na digong, and then yung ibang kaibigan natin na Dilaw ay masyadong attack mode lang kay BBM, parang sabog daw, parang resign all, saan tayo papunta, RevGov, di ba? Medyo
alam
naano
mo,
na ako doon.
Lord, binabasa ko nga yung phenomenon na yon. It's talagang organic yung movement. Kasi
Wala
plural
pa.
eh. Oo. Di ba? Organic talaga siya kasi ang daming bulaklak, ang daming flowers that bloom that.
Orchidaceous.
Pero sa dulo, yun. Because it's organic, kita mo talaga yung puwersa na hindi ito dahil nautusan lang mula sa isang grupo. Na hindi ito dahil ni-require lang ng isang grupo. Ito talaga yung bugso ng damdamin ng taong bayan.
Speaking of bugso ng damdamin ng bayan, yung ating mga ka-DDS na kaibigan, siguro dahil 500 lang daw binigay doon sa kabila. Ginawa na ng issue daw, may 1K daw na hindi binayaran. Di ba may 24 oras pa daw na news? Can you just clarify na hindi hakot? At like, what is the difference between your rally and Maisog rally, let's say, in terms of organic?
Oo. Una, sa mahabang panahon, yung akbayan at yung ating mga movements, halimbawa ito man ay mob, rallies, or pickets, nagko-contribute to iba't ibang sektor, mga kabataan, mga manggagawa, yung ating mga NGOs tumutulong para sa transportation ng ating mga minomobilize. So talagang effort ito ng community. Kasi that's the only way that people will have ownership of the cause or the issue. So, at hindi na rin ako masusurprise kung ganun ang practice ng mga DDS. Kaya ibinabaling nila sa atin yung ganyan nilang ginagawa.
In
Ah,
projection. You mean
oo.
projection?
Oo, pinoproject nila sa atin yung ganun nilang ginagawa. So once and for all, sabihin na natin, hindi totoo yan kasi sa mahabang panahon, alam natin yung record ng progressives kapag nagmo-mobilize. At ang maganda pa sa mga yan, pag in-interview mo, lahat sila, kabisado yung issue, bibigyan ka ng ED. Kasi nga may ownership sila doon sa laban.
Right. Parang ang bait mo ka, Pers. I was expecting you to say na hindi, hindi, hindi. I mean, we want a grand coalition and everything like that. What is your
Sinabihan kasi ako that as a member of the House of Representatives, I should be a bit more parliamentary. So this is the parliamentary person. So imagine kung hindi pa ako parliamentary noong lagay na yan.
parang hindi ako convinced, but sige na. Um, what do you think what I mean, Kiko is now more or less within the range. Ma'am Lenny has come all out in support of BAM, parang Bawi time. The party list competition seems competitive but not too much uphill battle. Of course, Kapersi, you're running also in the upcoming elections under a party list. What is your diagnostics and what do you think ang mga magandang trend lines at saka yung mga bagay-bagay na people have to build up on in terms of voluntarism, in terms of messaging, from your understanding as a former campaign manager?
Ayan. So, ang dami kinakaharap na issue ng ating bansa. Ang dami natin kinikulusan na issue. Nasa gitna tayo ng isang impeachment process. Pero wag natin kalilimutan, kampanya na rin next week. So we're going to do this all at the same time. While meron tayong victory yesterday, we have to be very vigilant to ensure that that victory will translate into actually holding Sara Duterte accountable for her abuses. And we're doing that while we're campaigning. So talk about multitasking. Pero sa dulo, dapat tiyakin natin na makakabalik sa Kongreso yung mga inaasahan natin magsa-champion ng people's interest. Ganon din, makakapagdagdag tayo ng opposition forces, genuine opposition forces sa Senado. Kasi nakita natin na kapag mag-isa si Risa doon, mas mahirapan si Risa na dalhin yung progressive cause, dalhin yung laban natin. So, kailangan ng kasama ni Senator Risa in the Senate. Tama ka, maganda yung initial wave nung nakikita natin na trend na si Kiko is now in the winning circle, malapit na si Senator Bam. So ibig sabihin, maaari pang makapag-consolidate ng forces ang mga progressives at yung opposition towards ensuring that we will have at least 3 genuine opposition senators come 2025. Yung sa party list, mahalaga, no? Kasi alam naman natin, hindi lahat ng tumatakbo sa party list nagre-represent sa marginalized. Matagal na natin alam na bastardized na yung system. So we need to ensure na yung mga party list representative...
Excuse me. So kung kami mga vloggers ay gagawa ka ng party list namin, are you saying that it's not genuine and
baka kailangan ko basahin muna yung CBS at yung mission goals.
Kung may contractors party list nga, bakit kami mga bloggers? Hindi, meron diba? Sabi nga pati mga retired political analysts, sabi ni Ronald Diaz, kailangan ng pension. So, anyway, going back to this. So
nakita natin yung value of having progressives in both houses. At kung mas malaki yung base of progressives dyan, mas marami tayong pwedeng gawin. Siguro hindi madidelay ng 2 buwan, 3 buwan yung impeachment kung mas marami kami sa lower house. At siguro hindi ganito yung stance ng Senado kung mas madami sila Senator Risa in the Senate.
Absolutely. I think everyone is just realizing the need, no? Kasi habang yung iba may oras na magpa-tattoo or magpaano, si Ma'am Risa parang 24/7. Actually, pag nagme-message ako sa kanya, parang reply siya kaagad. Walang AI po ba to? Parang hindi ba nasa Pogo hearing lang to, nakakasagot pa siya. Parang napaka-hyper ni Ma'am, no? Speaking as an ADHD person, parang wait. So medyo sipag-sipag naman ng konti ibang kaibigan natin dyan. Last point, may nag-aaway yung mga parents natin. Nagdadrama yung daddy ko sa likod. Wait lang. Pinapalis na ako. No, last point on this. In terms of messaging and alignment, do you think that, I mean, I'm all for this, I don't know, like, negri, network effect, charot, horizontal. Okay, whatever. This anarcho-syndicalist, like, let 1,000 flowers bloom. But my point is, there should be also a certain level of alignment and discipline and strategic communications because clearly I know some people are hating me for keep on saying this, but I will keep on saying this because I believe this. First of all, let's be very careful in drawing a moral equivalence or actually a political equivalence in terms of the threat that Marcos Jr. poses versus the threat that the return of Duterte poses. We can say this because we paid the price under Duterte and we're still criticizing BBM and nothing close, right? And then speaking of Marcos Sr., ibang usapan na yan. No, because I keep on hearing like, oh, bakit tayo fixated sa 125 million confidential fund? What about yung 200 billion taxes na mga Marcos? As mga ganun, like, so I just feel, yes, I factually agree. But as Confucius said, if you try to chase two rabbits at once, right, you're not going to catch any of them, right? And it's a sequencing thing. Now, I know this is a sensitive question, but I think we have to spell it out. I remember very well when Bernie Sanders endorsed Hillary Clinton, someone he really didn't like. He said, the one difference between Hillary Clinton and Trump, and he was correct, is that at least with Hillary, we can put her feet close to the fire. We can put pressure on her. There is some communication channels. Trapo siya, essentially, yun ang sinabi niya. Hindi natin siya gusto. Maraming problema with the Clintons, but Trump is a totally different ballgame, right? Is this a similar kind of situation? Although, of course, I know, like because of the Marcos dictatorship background, it's not it's very hard to make the argument that like moderate lang si BBM. But so far, isn't that like let's just be honest about it? Isn't that the state of affairs? Without saying na hindi dapat criticize it. Of course, you should criticize the GAE and everything. Like a fund. It's not like we're not doing that 24/7. I just want to get clear on that, Percy, because you're inside there. You are in the ring. Madali para sa amin sa labas to make all of the debates here, but you're in the ring and you know real politics and you know there's just so much we can achieve as of now. So focus tayo what we can get through and then we can move to the next one later on, right? Parang sequence mo naman, pwede mo naman i-chop-chop yan, di ba?
Sige, I will not be speaking as someone who's in the ring, who's a politician. I will speak as someone who ran campaigns before.
Ganun na lang. Sige, sige.
Lalo na ngayon pumapasok tayo sa isang election campaign kasi tayo sa Progressive Movement, sanay tayo sa discourse and debate. No? Pero medyo mahirap na nasa loob ng isang electoral campaign, nandun pa rin tayo sa discourse at debate. Kasi maaring tayo nagkakaunawaan at malinaw sa atin yung bottom lines, pero along the way, baka mas na-alienate natin yung ating target audience. Kasi di ba sa dulo, pagpasok natin election, kinakailangan natin makakuha ng pinakamaraming boto para tiyakin na yung ating mga champions in both houses will be able to continue to champion or to have new champions for the progressive cause. So, while mahalaga yung discourse at debate, mahalaga din yung pag-build ng unities on unified messages ngayong papasok tayo sa kampanya.
And what could be that unifying core that brings us all together? Because I absolutely agree with you. I mean, I talked to Calyodi dun sa EDSA rally, and I think Calyodi is more like resign all perspective. And he was very clear to me, sabi, Richard, focus na lang tayo dun sa mga areas, kumbaga kung Venn diagram, kung saan tumutugma yung ating position. All of us have the same vision. It's just a tactical issue, right? What could be like, what are the, like, if you're going to give three big things that all of progressive, genuine opposition groups have to come together, ano yung big three things? Again, putting your hat as a former campaign manager, no longer as just a congressman.
Kasi hindi naman tayo kailangan lumayo doon sa sinasabi ng taong bayan, di ba? Before every election, may lumalabas sa mga surveys about what issues are important to the people. So it could be a combination of that. And also of our current political project. Ang political project natin ngayon ay i-reform ang budget process at i-hold accountable ang mga directed. Let's do that. Pero let's couple it with the issues that are important to the people. At more or less, every election cycle, pare-pareho yan. Presyo, trabaho, corruption, no? So let's make it a combination of both and let that be the springboard kung saan tayo maglo-launch ng ating mga kampanya. Mukhang mahalaga din na yung opposition needs to also learn how to lay down the ground rules on engaging with each other kapag nasa publiko at lalong-lalo na ngayong panahon ng kampanya. Kasi broad naman ang opposition at iba-iba din naman yung shades ng ating ideological leanings at yung ating mga platform. Pero sa dulo, kinakailangan may ground rules on how do we engage with each other para we reinforce each other and we reinforce the big agenda.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Kaya nga na-appreciate ko yung conversing with all of you. Akbayan, Makabayan, sila Cello, sila Justice Carpio, sila Trillanes. I mean, it's quite a spectrum, to be honest about it. And I really appreciate it. And I appreciate your subtle way of saying, Richard, wag ka na maghanash, mag-election na, wag ka manggugulo. Focus muna tayo. I got your message. Like,
Kasi ilang araw na lang kampanya na
I'm a
eh.
subtle person. It doesn't look like it, but I get the message. And yeah, definitely. For me, simple lang yan. Ang labanan lang naman talaga dito is Team China versus Team Philippines. I think I think very clear sin yung Team China dito sa darating na election. So all of us, we may have different shades of ideological and tactical orientation. But lahat tayo ay pro-West Philippine Sea, pro-national integrity, and pro-democracy, constitutional democracy. I think that's what all of us share. Even yung mga resign all, I think ganun din naman sila in fairness yung mga kaibigan natin. So I think if we can focus on that big picture, then we can have a good starting point. Maraming salamat, Congressman Percy, for putting aside your time, your beauty sleep time. Ano ba? Meron
And
ba?
the wall. And
Yeah,
the
with the
wall.
wall and the peach. Bakit peach ribbon? Anong ano niyan?
Ano to, on the day that we filed the impeachment complaint, I started wearing the peach ribbon for impeach Sara.
Oh wow.
Oo.
Talagang
Tapos ang bala ko, hindi ko siya huhubarin hanggat walang desisyon ang Senado. Kasi from impeach Sara, ang gusto natin, impeach perfect. Kasi magiging perfect lang ang impeach kapag may conviction.
Okay, mukhang malapit ng Sakura season sa Japan. So maybe we can bring in some Japanese blossom peach. Thank you very much, Congressman Percy, the greatest congressman, joining us here live.
Thank you, Richard. At natuwa ako that we ended the show with another eyebrow reveal.
Okay, so this is natural, 100%. You can do DNA test talaga. Natural yan. But thank you for informing me. In fairness, na kailangan pala na every 3 months may maintenance. So
Six.
6 months. So my sympathies for our friends in the Senate to have other beauty priorities. Salamat and talk to you soon, Congressman. Hopefully in person. I know you're going to be very busy for elections, but I hope to catch you guys all from Akbayan, among other yung tinatawag natin na change makers. Itong mga progressive candidates sa darating ng election. So sorry na lang sa mga SMNI candidates and DDS candidates. But they're
At
coming.
yung China candidates, kasi di ba yung meron mga West Philippine Sea deniers, ganyan.
Pero hindi naman. Ang sinabi lang naman na itago natin sa pangalan na Mark Oleta. Ang sinabi lang naman niya, wala yan sa mapa ng mundo. Pero wala rin sa mapa ng mundo yung 11 dash line, wala rin sa mga... Pero hindi niya minention ng mga yan. Yun yung medyo tricky sa akin. Maraming salamat, Percy Perfect Peach Sandania. May we see more of your peachness. And parang ganda ng Tiffany and Peach and all. Sorry, it's just this fashion Escudero vibes. Thank you so much. And
Maraming salamat.
magalit talaga si Ronald. So, ba't ako walang ganyan? Mga fashion talks, eyebrows talks. Like, wag na lang, pare. Salamat. God